Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Is That a Read? The show where we do psychic readings on this week's hottest celebrity stories. I'm your girl, Victoria, the queen of all things tarot, and this is my awesome co-host, Julian.
What's up, y'all? Hey, Victoria. I'm ready to dig into these hot topics. I got my cards. What's going on?
Awesome. I mean, it's been a really cool week, an interesting week. Lots of breakups and fights. You know what our celebrities like to do. And before we get into it, I just want to remind you guys, if you support us and you love what we're doing here, please don't hesitate to like, share with a friend, leave a comment if you got something to say, and subscribe to the channel. Also, stick around to the end because we're going to give you a personal reading for the week ahead. Now, let's get into the first story of the week. Did y'all watch the Jamie Foxx Netflix special recently? It was so inspirational, but I was watching the news and I heard my boy Jamie got into a fight when on his birthday dinner. Okay, Jamie, a restaurant for his birthday with his family, his daughters, his lovely daughters, having a wonderful time. And then the crew from Jackass, remember the show Jackass? They were having a VIP party. So they were in the VIP section. They sent a drink over to Jamie. Jamie ain't drinking. He said, I ain't drinking tonight. Okay. And so they said, okay, well, we got a laser pointer. Not just any laser pointer. A penis laser pointer. And they started projecting the penis on Jamie's face. Jamie didn't think that was funny at all. Okay, fight ensues. All right, I'm not talking about a scuffle. I'm talking about a verbal altercation. Jamie went over there, started talking his ish. His entourage was around. One thing led to another, and somebody threw a glass at Jamie Foxx's face, and he had to get stitches on his birthday. On his birthday, his 57th birthday. Okay, he ain't a senior citizen yet, but he is a golden girl. Okay, and so they had a golden scuffle. First of all, Jamie, what are we doing? You too old to be fighting, sir. Okay. Second of all, it's your birthday. You gotta be cool, calm, and collected. Third, you're a comedian. Why you can't take a joke? It was a joke. It was a penis. I mean, you got one yourself. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it was too big. Maybe he felt a little intimidating. I don't know. Don't be scared of the D, Jamie. Embrace it. What do you think, Julian? Would you be offended by a penis?
Depends on whose. No, I'm just kidding. But I don't know. Like, that whole Jackass thing is so new to me. All I knew is that he got hit in the face. I thought it was something bigger than that. I can't believe it was over a penis laser. I mean, that makes sense now that it's the guys from Jackass. So, but yeah, Jamie, you're 57. What's going on? Like, you just been through something. You know, you almost died. Aren't you supposed to like change your life and just be zen and like? But hey, you still got stuff to work on. I get it. We all do. And you did what you thought you needed to do. And unfortunately, like, they didn't press charges. There's nothing going on. So for me, I haven't seen much on the news after that. So are they going to reconcile, or are they going to try to like squash this, or is it just going to be what it is and they're just going to ignore each other for the rest of their lives?
I think Jamie should record an R&B diss track.
The Jackass guys would probably record one too. Like, this would just be going.
We need this in 2025. It needs to happen. Okay, so you're going to figure out, are they going to reconcile? I'm going to ask, what in the hell is Jamie Foxx still trying to fight somebody for? Why he think he's 25?
All right.
Don't make them punch you in your brain bleed, Jamie. Okay, you don't want to go back to the hospital, sir.
But Jamie Foxx is pretty buff, so I feel like he could take on any of those Jackass guys, except the Jackass guys can't take hits, so they might just.
All I would say is Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. Okay, them older muscles ain't the same muscles as them younger muscles. They may look the same, but they don't be hitting the same.
But the Jackass guys aren't that young anymore either.
That's true. They just a bunch of old fuddy-duddies. That is so true. Put up your dukes. Put them
Yep,
up.
yep. Yeah, I feel like they are going to get past it. It looks like we have the Scythe and the Open Rose. This is bringing in, like, opening things up with the two of them. It looks like there's a mediator. It might be a woman. I don't know if it's going to be on a talk show, just talking about, like, just trying to, like, someone trying to heal the trauma of it all, or like the reasoning why, and explaining it. And then we have the Magician and the Lilies. So this is Jamie Foxx just being, maybe he's going to be the mature one, you know what I mean? And just be like, yo, like everything was a little out of line. Let's just like leave it where it is. And then we have the Key and the Child that's saying everybody's free. They don't hold no grudges. We can't hold grudges in 2025. We got other things to worry about.
All right, well, good for him. He's acting a little bit more mature. I love it. Okay, so as I see, like, what is the hell going on? Like, why is Jamie tripping like this? And honestly, what I'm seeing here is that he was really split of two minds. If he was just hanging out by himself, it would have been fine. But because his daughters were there and he was trying to do the family man thing, like the part of him that's very protective is what got activated. And he does feel like he should have just walked away in that situation, thinking back. But because he was trying to basically, he still looks at his little girls as like these really like gentle creatures that need to be sheltered and protected. And so his daddy mood got put in. So guys, this is a new deck that I'm using today. So I'm reading it in a very different way because I'm getting acclimated to these cards. So the cards that I have is the Two of Pentacles. That is about juggling. It's about being of two minds. Also, like, look at this girl. Like, she looks like a really sensitive, very like innocent character. And then I got another little black girl right here too. Little biracial girl. Nine of Pentacles, independent, artistic, independent kind of thing. So when I get these two women right here together, I'm like, it's them girls, it's them daughters, and their character that made him step up and feel like he needs to protect it. And then I've also got the Eight of Cups, which is like the idea of walking away from something. So it's like, even though he knows the best thing to do would have been to walk away, he just couldn't in that situation because he was just trying to be protected. Okay, Jamie, well, you know what? Your girls are grown. They can take care of themselves. So don't be getting your lip busted again. Because you lucky it was just a quick stitch. And they ain't get ghetto with you and just raise a blade, have you walking around looking like the Joker. Okay.
All right.
For this, too old. All right. Next story up. Julian, why don't you tell us what's going on with this couple?
What is going on? Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly. Where are they at? I feel like we just did a read on them, and they were having a baby. Like, they've been together since 2020 and on and off again. And recently I think they broke up on Thanksgiving, and then a month ago they just like announced that they're pregnant. And so you would think everything would be all good, right? The baby's gonna save the day. So Megan has her own house, an $8 million house, and Machine Gun Kelly doesn't live there. She's been living by herself for a year. And I guess during this reconciliation, she was going through his text messages, and guess what he found? Texts from other women. So that put her through a loop. She's pregnant. So they are donezo for now. They split, and her friends are saying she needs to move on because she has a baby. So because it's really keeping her stressed for her own mental health. So that makes sense. But then other friends are saying like they were made for each other. They're both hotheads, dramatic, and like wild cards. Like I don't understand. Like I guess that's a match made in heaven. But yeah, I mean, for me, I want to know, like, is this it? Or, like, I know Machine Gun Kelly's been going through some healing. Like, maybe is Machine Gun Kelly just self-sabotaging because he is changing? And, like, it's hard to change when you want to go back to what you know. So that's what I want to know. What you think, Victoria?
Listen, I think they are a self-sabotage. They are self-sabotage. Because at the end of the day, first of all, how your man cheat on you while you pregnant and one of your friends say y'all was made for each other. That's how you know you ain't got no friends. That is not your friend. Because if my friend tell me some shit like that, oh girl, y'all was made for each other. Girl, exit stage left. Let's just use some common sense here, okay? On both accounts. They both got other kids. They both got baby daddy, baby mama situations. So you already see that this man, once he gets somebody pregnant, don't know how to keep it together. And yo, rich, fine ass gonna get pregnant by this little cartoon looking skinny mini boy that already done proven he don't know what he doing or how to act in an on again, off again relationship. So you get what you get. I'm not gonna say that's what you get, but that's what your ass get. That's what your ass get. Lesson learned. Now you got a baby. Hopefully you get some child support. Hopefully. But at the end of the day, ma'am, sir, like I feel like he's doing what he do. Do I think it's wrong to start texting women while your girl is pregnant? Yes. But let's just be real. Women, what do we know? He was texting women the whole damn time. He just got caught just now. Because that's that pregnant intuition. Megan didn't even know. The baby knew. The baby's still in spirit realm. The baby like, daddy cheating. Daddy cheating. Let me give you a dream. Wake up and check the text message. The baby is the snitch. Okay? So at the end of the day, they probably get together again because you know what they say about them tall, skinny men. If you don't know, you better learn. Okay. You better learn today. It's a reason she's going back to that little cartoon little boy. I want to read on. Here's another deck, you guys, that I got that's brand new. It's called the Singles and Relationship Oracle deck. Basically looks at what are your blocks in love that's causing issues with you as a single or a relationship person. Y'all lonely people need to get these cards. So I'm going to read for Megan and Machine Gun Kelly, what is the block? Actually, I'm going to do one. I'm going to do one for each person.
Okay. Then if you're going to do what's the block, we'll know the block, and then I'll be like, are they going to reconcile? Because are they actually going to work on that block?
Touche.
All right, so you go first.
I probably need to do mine first. Okay.
Yes, that makes sense.
Okay, so this one goes to Megan, to all my homies, and this one goes to MGK. All right, so and Megan, girl, you got incomplete, honey. Look at that. Look at that heart-shaped bread with a hole in the middle of it. You want someone who completes you, but you need to be whole on your own. Hallelujah. Girl, listen to me. Listen to this card, okay? I didn't write this card. I'm just reading it. Okay? Megan, you need to be whole on your own. That's why you found out what you found out. That's why you had a baby by a man that wasn't ready to be in a relationship, so that you can realize that you got to figure out how to be on your own. Once you get that, then you're going to get the right man. Until you get that, you're going to get a fool. Okay? Work on it, Megan. Number 2, Machine Gun Kelly. You done had a baby by a man named Machine Gun Kelly. I should pop your ass up and get the hood. Okay, Machine Gun Kelly. You got being cold. You seem unapproachable because you are aloof. Try being more friendly. You actually don't need to try being more friendly. Sir, you're friendly enough, ain't you? But what I will say when it comes to you guys' relationship, what's going on is perhaps something happened in your communication, in your interaction, and instead of going deeper in the relationship to resolve it, you turned the cold shoulder, you became aloof, and you start looking elsewhere. Problem. You need to work on that cold shoulder. You need to work on addressing your emotions and being vulnerable and open. Machine Gun Kelly. Try to do it with Megan. You already got a baby coming. Leave that side chick alone, honey. All right, Julian. Go.
Dang. All right. Well, you kind of like nailed everything on the head. So, but I'll just reiterate. So, this is the way I see it. We got the reader card, which could be the healer card. We got the man, Machine Gun Kelly. Roads are open. So he started his healing, and that's what this is saying to me. Like the healing has started and opened things up for him. He got a little too excited because you start to heal. That's not it. That's not the thing. You got to practice what you preach, right? So he got a little too excited. He's all like, "Oh, I'm healed. I got to do things right." He's all like, "Oh, you know what? I can backslide a little bit because here is the Clovers." He thought he had luck and he could just do what he needs to do. But you know what? He made a commitment to this family right here. So you know what? He got caught. He got caught because here is the broom, which could be arguments, but it could also mean clean up. And then we have the ring and the tree of life. So this is what's happening in the future. So this hasn't even happened yet, the cleanup. So because they're already connected and they have that family, that bond, that's what the ring is here, connected to this family, they're going to keep on trying till they get whole together. But the funny thing is it's a catch-22 because you got to be yourself, be by yourself so that you can be whole. So they're going to have to just keep on doing this dance until finally they both have enough time apart. It would be better if they were just donezo for at least 5 years and then come back together. They would be totally different people. But it's like they're going to be doing this song dance because why? They committed to it. They committed to themselves. Like they have this idea, at least now this is not even coming from the cards. They have this idea that they're the one. You know what I mean? And so when you do that, like, okay, then they're the one. You're going to have to work out all this stuff with that person until you be like, oh no, I could do it on my own if I wanted to. So there you go. Good luck to them.
Listen with your ears, not with your nose. Okay. Knowledge just came in. Let it go all the way in. Leave it here. Don't let it come back out this other ear. I don't want to see the bullshit no more. Thank you, Julian.
You're welcome.
Okay. Transfer learning, people. All right. We're trying to help y'all every week. Y'all don't get it. Okay. Next up, another divorce. In this season, Machine Gun Kelly and Megan, their divorce is to come. Once they get married, so they can hurry up and get divorced.
Yeah.
Chance the Rapper and his wife have filed for divorce. Now, y'all may recall about 8 months ago, they did the right thing by what? Bringing us all in their business. And they told us they was going to separate. And we was like, thank you. You know, I was at work wondering what's going on. I didn't know y'all was getting a separation. It made me feel better about myself. But they separated 8 months ago. And they have announced 8 months later, we're going to file them papers. Okay, we're divorced. But we're going to amicably split and co-parent these 2 kids we got. Very mature on Black people. And let me just note also, like, the divorce rate amongst Black people is extremely high. So I'm not even surprised at this point. And also there's a level of like the rich, successful man. And to some degree, women are expected to accept certain behaviors. We know what we're talking about, right? Certain behaviors because the man is successful and in the top 1%. And maybe his wife said, hell no, because Julian's going to talk about their background a little bit. They got an interesting background. Mm-hmm. What I love is the amicable split part. They're gonna be friendly and they're gonna raise them kids. And as long as the kids have a firm foundation, if the adult's gonna be a fool, they're keeping it to themselves and they're letting the kids have a good childhood. I respect that. But at the end of the day, women are tired, okay? We just want to get married and be happy. Like the fact that she filed for divorce from a rich, successful, handsome musician who also the father of her 2 kids. Girl, what did that man put you through? Okay, it's like all my life I had to fight energy. I'm losing hope for us single girls because, girl, if you can't make it work with a rich, successful, handsome man that's also your baby daddy and talented, I need to give up. Okay, Julian.
Yeah. My thoughts are, I mean, I kind of looked into their relationship and I love Chance the Rapper. But they met when they were 9 years old at like a office party from his mom. So they'd known each other for a while, but they didn't start to get back together. I think in 2018, they saw each other at South by Southwest, and then things just kind of went on from there. Then I think they had a baby, and then they had another one, so they have 2 kids. So for me, it's like their orbit has been going on with each other for a while. So I want to know, because it's amicable and everything is like, seems like it's pretty cut and dry. Like, they learned the lesson that they were supposed to learn by being together. You know what I mean? So, or is there more? So I kind of want to look into what is that lesson and is it done?
I want to look into, we still looking into relationship blocks here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting all in the business. I'm getting deep to the core root of the problem. So since they're moving on, maybe I'm gonna say, what do you need to learn? What is your personal block for whoever you wind up with? Whether it's your man, your girl, your they, your them, yourself. And Julian gonna be like, and will you learn?
You know what's funny? Like, I don't know if you're gonna do it this week, but like, you were doing couples and singles love readings, and I feel like this is a culmination of your couples readings that you've been doing.
Because they always breaking up just the end of the year. I mean, I get the practicality of it. It's like, why am I gonna get you a Christmas gift? Let's cut it before I go on Amazon. I get it, but y'all could have did this 8 months ago. All right, so you want to go first, or you want me to go?
Yeah, I'm pulling cards right now, so I can do it real quick. So lesson and are they done was mine, right? So the lesson here was, hold on. And then what is this? So here's the thing. I feel like they did learn the lesson to a point, and let me make myself clear. So the first 2 cards that I got was the writer, and then we have the letter. The writer brings news, it brings good news. This is about, the letter is about communication. This could be about the way that they handled their relationship, the way that they were honest with each other, the changes that we're making. Because I think Chance the Rapper even like cut his tour short just because he wanted to spend time with his family, because with his first baby, he didn't like, he missed a lot of milestones. So they were working on stuff. But here's the thing, Chance, and here's the sky, is actually, this is reaping him back into the lesson. So I feel like something in here is not sitting right with him. Maybe he didn't be his authentic self, and maybe he wanted to fight, but maybe he was just trying to save face, is what I'm saying. So he hasn't lived authentically in this relationship to see it all the way through. The children right there are the glue that we're holding them together, because we have the stork, and then we have the lilies, which could be Corley. And I feel like she was pretty much like a rock, and a good mother. I mean, they were probably both good parents, but there's something about Chance that he needed to, I feel like he needed to go be all in with the family, and I don't think he was able to do that. And that was the authentically. The reason why I'm saying he's getting roped back in, and maybe he's going to fight for this relationship later, is because we have the broom, which is cleanup, and then we have the birds, which could be lovebirds, but it's also about communication. So he might start to open up communication back with Corley to get her back.
We'll see what happens. I mean, we're already for to make a family work. It's cheaper to keep her. You know that much. All right, so I pulled 2 separate, I split the deck into 2 separate stacks. And I pulled one for one and one for the other. Okay. So for Chance's soon-to-be ex-wife, the Knight card came up. Be open to different types of people, because you may be surprised who you find. This to me makes sense, because even though you may be attracted to a person and you may enjoy a person, they may not be the right type of person to be compatible with you and what your needs are when it comes to a relationship. And so if you want to try to turn someone into what you want them to be instead of who they truly are, you're going to have friction. Especially like you said, Julian, like he went off on tour, he had to come back and try to be close with the family, blah, blah, blah. And it just still didn't work. And so it's like, it might not have worked because he's not ultimately the type of person she needs. and she may not be aware of the type of person she actually needs.
Mm.
Or he might have some growing up to do, and he can be the type of person he needs, but just not right now. So basically, from her perspective, it is not really accepting who you have
Mm.
and not being aware of what you need to be happy. Now, from his perspective, it came in a little different, but it's interesting because these are like the exact opposite card. One says not your type. The other is too needy, too attached.
Mm.
Give your partner some breathing room. Being too needy drives them away. So when this comes up for her, not your type, and the other one being too needy, it's like, in this case, it's more of not wanting to let go, not wanting to release a situation that may or may not work, even though you try your best to make it work. And especially if you are not going to be the one that can make this person ultimately happy, and be who you are in your core as well.
Yeah.
And so, but it also could mean let the divorce kind of go forward so that they can miss you and see what you contribute to the situation. And they may actually find that they're looking at and nitpicking when really, as a whole, 80-20 rule, you're fulfilling 80% of what they need. And they just hadn't been appreciating it because they're focusing on 20 that they're not getting.
Mm-hmm.
Time will tell. Julia said, like, it might circle back. So maybe it will, because she may see what she's missing.
Or he's needy, right? So he might want to do that with her again. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Good luck to the happy couple.
I would even take you to the divorce party. It's gonna be some strippers up there. All right. So this was fun talking about all the breakups. Let's now, before we get into your side, don't forget, show us a little support. Like if you liked it. If you hated it, like it. And share with a friend. Do you guys got any thoughts about the stories that we had today? If so, leave it in the comments. We read and we respond. And then if you enjoy seeing us, subscribe to the channel so you're notified each and every week when we upload our video. Now it's time for the part of the show that's all about you. It is the inspirational reading. I'll do a reading for the singles and the couples. Y'all, guess which cards I'm using? I already told you if you've been paying attention. We're going to look at your love blocks. Now, no, this is a deck all about what blocks you. So nothing is going to be positive. So don't be sensitive, okay? We're trying to grow. All right. So I'm going to pull one for the singles, one for the couples. Julian, what are you going to do?
I'm going to pull 2 cards from my Lenormand Oracle for the energy of the week. And then I'm going to use the Nature Nurture deck to see what guidance they have to work with that energy. Victoria, why don't you go first? I feel like you're ready.
All right, let's do. So singles and couples, you guys get 2 each because I'm abundant and I love you guys. And also there's so many cards here, so why not? And I think I'm going to give you like a full picture. Okay, singles. Oh, shit. Okay. Singles, y'all got 2 cards. One of them is not committed, always chasing or being chased. You must be willing to commit to one person. And then you got too busy. You're being busy as an excuse not to date. You must make time for your partner. Am I preaching tonight? Okay. So singles, you got a directive for this coming week. Okay. The not committed, what that means to you guys is searching for perfection and deciding I don't want to narrow down my options to one person because they don't have 100% of what I'm looking for. So I'm going to keep fishing around, keep searching around, keep spreading my energy over a lot of different areas instead of just saying, let me just see how this is going to unfold. And then too busy, you're not dedicating time to making connections. significant connections. So rebalance your life, rebalance your intentions, and also be willing to accept that nobody's perfect.
Hmm.
If it doesn't work, cut it off in the beginning if it's a fundamental issue. But if not, look at, do they have a lot of what you want, and try to commit to somebody. Now, couples, y'all got pent up anger.
Ooh.
You have unresolved feelings from your past that makes you resentful towards others. Y'all still acting up. And you got rejection. Build your confidence by dating a lot and find out what people like about you. Now, if you're in a couple, I don't want you to be dating a lot. All right, because that's going to end it immediately. But the way I think the cards came through like this, because it's like the pent-up anger is saying there's some level of things within you being triggered in your relationship related to pent-up trauma from the past. And they put out what is a trauma. It's related to rejection. It's related to not feeling confident in yourself that you're inherently worthy, inherently lovable, inherently good. And so at the end of the day, don't build your confidence by dating, but build your confidence by believing in yourself and understanding that you have worth just because you exist, no other reason, so that that anger can resolve and you can be present in your relationship as it is.
Dang. Healing's hard, y'all. All right. So I pulled 2 cards for the energy of the week, and it looks really good. The energy of next week is the fish and the star. The star is about clarity. The fish is about flow. So it looks like you are going to get clarity on what 2025 is going to look like for you. I feel like it's going to be like an epiphany, a light bulb, like boom, I know exactly what I need to do. But here's the thing. Just because you know what you have to do, are you going to be able to do it? What the cards are asking you, this is the Nature Nurture deck, is the acorn, which is wisdom. And then we have the doves, which is forgiveness. Sorry, it's over here. So because what the universe is trying to do is align you with that vision that you're carrying, you're going to have to forgive. And I'm not saying like you're forgiving for the other person. You're forgiving it for yourself because you don't want to carry that into 2025. It doesn't mean you have to hang out with them again. It just means, kind of resolve it within yourself that person hurt me and that's fine. That doesn't define who I am, and I could move forward and I could let this grudge or whatever feelings that I do, let them go. And then we have, what's that going to do? It's going to put you in a place of gratitude because you're finally freeing yourself from these things that's been holding you back. And it doesn't feel like it's old stuff. It actually feels like they just need you to break open things that maybe recently happened. The past traumas, you'll get through it and you'll work through it. But if there's anything that's just kind of like keeping you in a negative space, lower vibrational, then let it go so that you could raise your vibration. Why? Because it is your right. That's the phoenix and that's the monkey. The phoenix, we know the phoenix rising, but this is about right. It is your right to laugh. And you got to laugh at this. Like, oh my God, like, I can't believe that I was holding on to this for so long, like blah, 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 blah. And then like, just laugh. Oh, it's funny that how life is, you know what I mean? Life, you can't predict it. You can't plan for it. It just happens. And that's what you're learning to do. You're learning to navigate life, to move forward so that you could become or live into that dream that you are seeing, which is right here, that flow state right here with that clarity. So what is that going to do? The week after, or that's going to put you in a place of detox and shapeshift, the frog and the fox. So remember, you have the vision, but you're not there. So the shapeshift, that's you're shapeshifting, but you're detoxing, you're letting go. And I want to say, yes, it's emotional from those people that you're going to forgive. Again, you don't have to go back to them and be their friend. It's emotional, it's physical. And that's pretty much it. It feels like it's more emotional and physical than it is mental because you have the wisdom and what you're doing is you're letting go of the emotion because the emotion is controlling your mental. But now that you're strong enough for your mental to be strong, you're not being controlled by your emotions. So you can move forward clearly like the star and the fish. So I hope that resonates, y'all.
Awesome. We wanted to wish you a merry holiday because we don't know what people celebrate. So we ain't gonna offend nobody, but we gonna say just have a good day. Thank you. Come again. Okay.
All right. We had a great time with y'all this holiday week, and we'll see you next time with more hot topics. Enjoy your time, y'all. Bye.